Something special happened in 1949. A group of Ouimet's friends started a college scholarship in his name. In 1949, 13 young caddies received $4,600 in scholarships. Ouimet would often remark it was truly his greatest honor. Mr. Ouimet created its original slogan, "From what golf has given you, let's give back to golf." In the 50s, the scholarship grew. Mr. Ouimet played in many exhibitions and always attended the student banquets. In 1955, it added the bag tag program, its biggest fundraising vehicle. And also in 1955, Mr. Ouimet was the first recipient of the USGA's greatest honor, the Bob Jones Distinguished Sportsmanship Award. In 1963, the U.S. Open came back to Brookline to celebrate the 50th anniversary, and Francis was selected as honorary chair. He reunited with Eddie Lowry and told the story of 1913 to Fred Cusick in his only taped interview.
I was thinking, Fred, of hitting every ball as well as I possibly could, making every shot as perfectly as I could. Whether I had poise or lacked emotion, I can't say. I had a job to do, and I tried to do it.
At the end, he presented the winner's trophy after a legendary playoff to fellow New Englander Julius Boros, who beat Arnold Palmer and Jackie Cupid. In 1965, Ouimet reunited again with Sarrazin as referee of a Shell's Wonderful World of Golf match at TCC. He also continued to work at Brown Brothers Harriman, and he died of a heart attack in September of 1967. Old friends Sarrazin and Lowry were among the honorary pallbearers, and it was Sarrazin who had the last word.
He's always advocating fast greens. So when I went to Boston and became a pallbearer at his funeral, I was the last one to leave the cemetery, and I knocked at his coffin and I said, "Francis, make sure they have fast greens up there."
In the next few years, Mr. Ouimet's legacy, the Ouimet Fund, would remember him in many ways. The Ouimet Memorial Tournament started in 1968 with Gene Sarrazin serving as honorary chair until his death in 1999. Arnold Palmer succeeded the Squire and is honorary chair today. Bill Danforth created an endowed scholarship in Mr. Ouimet's name in 1967. Today, there are 100 Ouimet endowed awards, including many for inner-city students. The Ouimet Fund opened a Ouimet Museum in 1975 in Weston, and it moved to Norton in 2002. In 1988, the 75th anniversary was celebrated with another U.S. Open at TCC and another playoff. A postage stamp was commissioned that year in Ouimet's honor. Only 4 golfers have had postage stamps. In 1993, the Ouimet Fund celebrated Ouimet's 100th birthday, and in 1995, the USGA celebrated its 100th anniversary, using the famed picture of Francis and Eddie as its logo, signifying the 1913 U.S. Open as the most important moment in U.S. golf history. In 1996, the Ouimet Fund started an inner-city program in Boston. In 1999, a life-size statue of Francis and Eddie was unveiled at the new World Golf Hall of Fame in Florida, and another at Brookline. And many believe his spirit was with the U.S. team in a Ryder Cup comeback at TCC. In 2002, a wonderful book, The Greatest Game Ever Played, was written by Mark Frost and made into a Disney movie in 2005. It reintroduced the legend of Francis and Eddie to millions. Through the years, many dedicated volunteers added new initiatives to raise money. In 1993, the Ouimet Marathon began. It is the biggest golf marathon in the U.S. In 1997, the Scholars Banquet took on a new aura. It instantly became the biggest golf dinner in the U.S. when it presented the Francis Ouimet Award for lifelong contributions to golf to Arnold Palmer. In the years since, it has honored many of the greats of the game. Tonight we look back at 100 years of Francis Ouimet. His U.S. Open victory and wonderful demeanor opened the game to millions and changed it forever. His career in golf and business was exemplary. He has received every honor a golfer can have. And his greatest lasting legacy has helped 5,000 students with over $25 million in scholarships. They and every American who loves the game of golf should remember his great slogan, "From what golf has given you, Let's give back to golf.